You never know who is reading the essay piece. And what if they don't share the same sentiments about the person you consider an ideal leader? Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I get to talk to you guys about some of the essays that I wrote when applying to the African Leadership Academy. I hope this video helps you, and please remember these are just my essays. They were not perfect, but I do not mind reading them to you guys, and hopefully it will give you all insights. Well, let's get to it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Okay, the first essay that I will read to you guys is the one that asks, who is a leader, past or present, in your local or the global community that you find inspiring? It was a minimum of 75 words. This is what I wrote. I believe my ideal type of leader is our former house help, Jane, who had to run away from home after being forcefully subjected to female genital mutilation. She escaped and eventually found her way to work for us. She used her spare time finding contacts of local women help groups. That's when she eventually became a member of a women's group which helps girls who have escaped various abuse. Jane leads over 2,000 women and is responsible for the welfare of even more. She was even able to rescue her sister and is now paying for her education. That is the simple thing that I wrote. I know many people would opt to write about Nelson Mandela or Wangari Maathai, but I chose to stay true to who I am and who I find inspirational in my life. And in my head, I was thinking, no matter how simple, it's true to who I am. And I wanted to keep my essays based on that. And then, how has this leader shaped your definition of leadership? What is one specific behavior you have adopted because of this leader? Minimum 100 words. And this is what I wrote. This leader has helped me understand that everything happens in the fullness of its time. But before the success, there is always that hardship that one has to endure. Without endurance, you can never reach your goals, since at times you have to wipe off the tears and actually take action. I have adopted the virtue of endurance from my ideal leader, Jane, full stop. As you can see, I still stuck to speaking about Jane's experience and how it has shaped who I am or the type of leader I want to become. The next part of the question was, leaders make mistakes too. Consider one this leader has made and explain what you will do differently from them. Minimum 100 words. I wrote, her mistake was to run away from home. I felt like by her running away from her problems, it took her longer to finally start solving them. I would have faced my problems head on, or at least aired out my view for my voice to be heard. I feel like running away from problems should never be an option, especially when I myself can find a solution. That was my answer. Simple, but still answers the question and still stays true to who I am. So, with regards to this question, I have received people's emails and questions on my YouTube channel asking me, is it okay if they should write about a former ALA, alumni? One thing I would advise about that, as much as it would be good to write that your ideal leader is someone from, who has studied at ALA or works at ALA, you never know who is reading the essay piece. And what if they don't share the same sentiments about the person you consider an ideal leader? So don't force it too much. Trust me, ALA is aware of the age group that is applying to ALA, and they're aware that your mind is still developing. So your language is also not that sophisticated yet, but if it already is, good for you. But as you can see, I really was simple with how I answered my questions. I didn't steer, but yeah, just be you and it will help. Then attach a piece of work academic or non-academic, that you are proud of. So I attached a picture of me, presenting for a competition, and I uploaded a picture of me smiling when I was holding the certificate after we became the first runners up, so basically the second position, since my foundation was nominated at the Green Kids Awards, which recognizes the efforts of young environmentalists. Setting up this work really took me a lot of time since the original presentation got deleted the night before the award ceremony. I had to spend the whole night redoing my work, and it did pay off as we ended up being second place. This work is also a reminder of the success my foundation has had and the growth that I have had as a leader. Also, they really captured my smile, so I feel good seeing myself that happy after a job well done. End of the submission. So as you can see, I tried to combine, me being serious about, how this opportunity has helped me look back at how I have grown as a leader, but I also communicated my fun, crazy self by adding that last bit of I felt good seeing myself smile like that after a job well done, because honestly, I knew it had taken a lot of work from me, especially since it was so last minute. But I brought out, the fun side in my essay. I tried to make it positive to still show the person reviewing my essay that I'm also just a cocky human being. I love to, make people laugh once in a while. I love to smile. So they, apart from them seeing my academics and my achievements, I still also show them that fun side of who I am. Because remember, the question has asked you, why was it important to you? Why did you submit this piece of work out of the thousands of photos that you had? Why this one? So yeah, those are some of the essays that I wanted to read to you guys today. Kindly, as you are applying to ALA, be creative, think outside the box, but also just be you, because as you can see, there is nothing too special about my essay if just a general person is reading it, but it was special to me. And when I wrote it knowing it was what I know, it was what I had interacted with. By that time, I didn't know much about Winnie Mandela, Nelson Mandela. The only Nobel Peace Prize winner that I knew was Wangari Maathai, since she's from my country. And I felt that maybe many people would write about her. So I decided to just write something that was close to home. And that is when I decided on writing about our former house help, Jane. Shout out, Jane. And it worked because here I am at the African Leadership Academy. It's nighttime. It's like 12:03 a.m. So I am late to go to bed. But guys, kindly subscribe. I really hope that you get to chase your dreams. As I always say, ALA is such a wonderful place, but it's better for you to experience it in person. So, what are you waiting for? Apply to the African Leadership Academy today, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get more updates on various opportunities and various things you want to know also about ALA. I am very happy to help. So I hope that this essay helped you. And yes, bye, kings and queens. Don't forget to subscribe.